And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie. And as always, thank you for joining us. But I have to ask, Odie, Miss Susan tells us she's joining us from Stumpy Point.
Yeah.
I don't know where Stumpy Point is. Is that Mississippi, Alabama?
I don't know, but Miss Susan's been with us for a while because she's always on here, and we hadn't called her out yet. So we're going to take this morning to do that.
Yeah, Stumpy Point.
So where's Stumpy Point?
Let us know where that is. I'm just curious. Kona Hanna joining us. Mark, good morning. Also, Miss Patsy and so many of you joining us for a fantastic morning as we get it underway. What is today?
Yeah, today is, how can you say it?
Well, we just talked about it.
Eclipse Day.
It is. I need to put up on the page the very latest that we've had. Let me do that while we're talking here.
I got my hair did for
I heard about
Eclipse
that.
Day. You know, I went down there and Tip with Sports Clips hooked me up. Look at that. Hot dog. And you can't do nothing with this head of hair. But they did something with it.
Oh, bless your heart. I couldn't do anything.
Look, we've got to on the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Well, thank you, Susan, for being with us from North Carolina. That's, I like that show.
Texas.
Outer Banks. Did you watch it?
I've heard of it. I've never watched it. Was it good?
Oh, yeah, and it still is. Man, it's good.
Grand Rising, Texas.
Look at there.
We got a lot of states that represent us each day, so we appreciate y'all. Let me update this, Odie, so we can pull this up. All about the eclipse. Now, you want to remind us that you're supposed to wear glasses?
Yes. Look, you find you some glasses, and if you know of where some can be found, let us know, and we can push that out. But you've got to wear glasses to see this go across, unless you do it when we were in school. Can you believe that? We were in school during that.
Yeah.
We weren't allowed to get out. Our school actually used it as an education.
Wow. Say it ain't so.
What a thought process that took.
118 today is kind of when it begins. 155, it's at peak. Am I reading your map right here?
Yeah, because that's going to be, because we're only going to get about 85.8%. That's what NASA says. This is a NASA
They seem to know.
deal. They seem to know. Here in about 6 hours and 52 minutes or some odd, 50 minutes.
Yeah.
But you can use a welding hood if you want to.
I've heard that mentioned a lot.
But go get you some glasses. And yes, it's going to be cloudy. How much of this are we going to see? We really don't know. But just because the sun is not bright and it's being filtered with clouds, you still cannot look at the sun. The UV is still coming through. It's still dangerous to the eyes. Do not stare at it. No, there's not going to be any kind of an apocalypse. No, people, you're not going to freak out and the world's going to flash into a flame.
Wait a minute. They were saying that at some point that there would be this great flood today and that Washington, D.C. would have to be moved to Colorado because there'd be nothing left.
And you're not going to get that lucky.
No. And then there was another group that wanted to throw religion into this and say that Jesus was coming back today. I promise you, no man upon this earth knows when that day will come. That ain't happening. If it
does, won't you be ready?
The bottom line, Odie, there's people that use events like this to their advantage to cash in, to make money off of people. And some people don't sometimes read everything they should and study up on things and take somebody for their word without investigating.
When Prince Alibaba Boo Bear calls you or sends you an email or something and says, hey, if you send me $5,000, I'll send you $12 million. Yeah. And people do that. Hello. Y'all can go ahead and look at it.
You're right, Odie, but that does happen.
Natural what do you call that?
Disasters?
No, I was thinking of those kind of people who fall for that stuff. It's like the ones that eat Tide Pod.
Yeah, they're
Natural
easy.
selection. I could say there's some people that if y'all
Just watch it. None of these people know what they're talking about. They want to put the fear into you.
use common sense, and I know it's hard to get. I know you can't go to Walmart and get it anymore. You've got to train for this stuff.
Sam is
Nobody knows how
gone.
to
We don't have
train.
Sam selling it anymore.
Yeah, Sam's got through selling this stuff. The big thing now is let the government take care of you. You no longer have to think our federal government will take care of you. Don't worry about nothing. Everything's good.
Yeah, don't do that.
And so we all packed up, like everybody's doing their winter clothes right now. They packed up your common sense and threw it out the window and don't know where
The
you put
only
it.
thing that made me think one time was that Y2K thing because I didn't quite understand the computers and everything synced. And boy, they made a mint off of that one.
Well, how you think them Mayan Indians felt? Their whole world ended in 2012.
That's right. We have to go to the Show Me State, Polar Bluff, Missouri, joining us.
Yeah.
Thank you there. Let's see here. They've got viewing parties all over the area. If you've got one in our area, let us know so we can tell where everybody will be watching all of this stuff.
Bob said he got him a new aluminum foil hat for this. You might need it.
That was in, what was the TV show there? Better Call Saul? His brother? Did you watch Saul?
Well, yeah, he had wrapped up. He couldn't stand electrical
Yeah, he was coming after him.
circuit.
Did you hear me talk about Morgan Wallen, that country singer?
Yeah.
Arrested in Nashville over the weekend for throwing a chair off a 6-story building, barely missing it. I think it was within 3 feet of cops. He's been arrested. His attorney speaking for him, saying he's cooperating with detectives. And I didn't.
How can you not?
Yeah. They will make your life miserable, won't they?
This is a guy who had so much to drink at Ole Miss that he couldn't make the next concert.
There you go. CMT, I've never put a lot of thought into the award show. It's very gimmicky, but they did do apparently a tribute to Toby Keith, a red solo salute to Toby, as he is missed there. What was it they used to do that was so corny? The Flame-worthy Awards. Do you remember when they called them that?
I hate to say it, but I ain't never watched it.
Yeah, you ain't missed nothing. They're meaningless, and well, somebody to pat you on the back there.
Amy will watch them things. But
Not your thing. Yet again, where did I read this morning? We've seen all these troubles with airplanes. Yet another airplane taking off. And you know the cover that goes around the engine?
Yeah.
It was going up in the air. Whoop, it flew off. Somebody forgot to put some screws in it. Had to make an emergency landing. It wasn't really going to be a good day with that.
at least it did come down.
Yeah. Everything was safe. Nobody was hurt. Yeah. Thank goodness on that one there. We got a lot of local events. We're going to talk about what happened at the Max. Boy, it was great. Big turnout. Meridian showed up in numbers.
Huge turnout.
I don't think I got a chance to speak to everybody. I tried.
No, but you tried.
There was a whole section that I never made it to.
I know. We were thinking about that going, we never made it over here. We never made it over there.
It was just that many folks.
Yeah.
So we'll tell you more about it in just a moment. Scotty Ray and Odie, let's put a smile on. Let's face this Monday together. A little rain after 3 o'clock. We'll tell you more about it in just a moment.
Parish Kubota, 2401 Jimmy Rogers Parkway, Friday, April the 12th. Come see us for our grand opening. We're going to have barbecue from right here in Meridian, $500 off select tractors, free VIP Talladega race tickets, demos on selected equipment, as well as 10% off of all rentals. Stop in and see us Friday, April the 12th for our grand opening right here on Jimmy Rogers Parkway.
Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows,
call Patrick Allen Companies. Safety, service, satisfaction.
J&J Tire and Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by.
And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes, with the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian.
Rusty Sullivan brought it up. I'd forgotten about it, Odie, of the movie signs that had Mel Gibson in it.
It wasn't. He had tinfoil hat and everything.
Do they make tinfoil hats and cowboy hats? I just want to be stylish.
In California, they do. Here, you still got to make it yourself.
Okay. I just want to make sure that. Odie, overnight, you're not going to believe it, but there was gunfire in Meridian. I know it's a shock to you. Hold yourself back.
It is. Ruined my whole day.
10th Street, 26th Avenue. Now, there was no one hurt or anything like that, but it was about 15 rounds or more that people said that they heard. Bang, 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 bang. No one was hurt. No one was injured. Thank heavens as we go to that. Now, let's get into some more of these big stories. What you got?
No, I'm talking about conspiracy theory.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, Julie said there's one big one going around going at CJI.
What does that mean?
Computer generated image. Let me tell y'all something. We ain't there yet. You can't digitally, well, I can't say you can't digitally recreate the sun. We digitally recreated the sun and the moon.
I almost think I know where you're going on this. And what was it, Odie?
Well, me and you, we did the Eclipse.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we'll show you that in a minute. The Meridian Police Department has made an arrest in a murder, actually two different murders that happened back in 2022. Let's pull this up, Odie, where everybody can take a look at this. This is good news that arrests have been made and maybe some peace of mind for some people that lost family members. As we look at this, DeQuarius Williams was arrested and charged with the murder of Garmin D. Owens. Owens was shot and killed in June of 22 in the 2300 block of Highway 39. Williams was also charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault, shooting into a vehicle, and weapon possession by a felon that occurred in November of 23 in the 300 block of Sweet Gum Bottom Road. He was not given any bond. And I'm going to try to pronounce this name correctly. Jawan Moffitt, 19, was arrested and charged with the murder of Jacqueline Darby. Darby was shot and killed in 22 in the 800 block of 29th Street. Moffitt was not given bond either. Here are your 2 suspects. And again, remember, until proven guilty in a court of law, it's a charge.
They are innocent.
But we have, moving forward, that is good. 2 years later, arrest has been made. Probably we don't know how much time has been spent researching this and going into this before an arrest has been made.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot that goes into the investigation. And, that's not the only thing they're working on. So good deal. Kudos to everyone involved getting that investigation done.
I was helping somebody work on something yesterday, and then I got a text of, where are you? And I said, well, where do I need to be? And off I ran as we went to I-59, mile marker 147. We had an accident, Odie, and this was a pretty serious one. And we're going to show you the video in a second. It's about a minute long, but I want you to watch it. God works in mysterious ways of saving folks. Let's look at some pictures first. Here's Mississippi Highway Patrol on scene. As we go through here, here's the first car into the wood line. You'll see here the side of the car is messed up pretty bad. But as we go further into this, I want you to look at this.
Wow.
Now, do you notice this is off the road?
There's some trees in between them and the highway.
Well, we're going to show you the live video of this. What is a miracle? The trees like this are all throughout here that this car missed, and you couldn't see the path that it took. It was airborne way up high and missed some of these big trees. Look at this.
Wow.
And I mean, they were banged up, but Odie, they walked away.
So they
alive.
were okay.
Yeah, they were banged up. They went to the hospital.
Yeah.
But let me show you this. Now, this is going to have sound of me talking because I walk you from right here on the side of the interstate to where the car is. Now, there's nothing I can do about the leaves. They seem to be rather loud as I walk through the bushes.
They were dry. That's why we say don't burn.
Right. Let's pay attention to this. Y'all look at this. Okay, just to show you how far this car goes off into the woods, we're going to walk out. Here's a miracle these ladies made it out of this. Very serious wreck as it went through here. And I'm assuming
overturned several times before it got to where it was going. It definitely a mess down in here. As you can see, everything is strewn through the woods as the car went over and over. Just a miracle as we look at this. God looks out for you, that's for sure. And if we'll go around on this side, you can see a little bit more of the damage that was done. And they all walked away.
Can you believe that, Odie?
Man.
The big trees that car missed as it tumbled. It was in the air. It was moving right along. As I was there, one of the girls asked me to explain they were from out of town, to a family member how to get to Meridian, Mississippi. I was telling them where we were and how to get there. Again, miracle. God works in mysterious ways to save you.
Yes, he does.
And glad that we're able to say that it was just an accident. And again, they were toted off. Another thing that happened yesterday morning that I went to, Lauderdale, Mississippi. And why does it always seem, Odie, that it's just certain areas, it's always that same little spot?
I'm telling you, there's something going on over there.
I can't remember if you were there or not, but it was a driveway where some guys were turning in a small car, and they were rear-ended by someone. And man, it was bad. That happened about a year or so ago. Same exact spot near Lauderdale, Mississippi. Look at this. This is a motorcycle.
Dang.
Now, again, walked away. I'm not exactly sure what happened. Let me just show you a live video from that also. This is the firefighters from Lauderdale as they got there on scene and put this out.
I'm glad he was okay.
Yeah, but look at that. I mean, that Harley gone. A lot of people were on scene, but that happened near Lauderdale yesterday, somewhere around a little after lunchtime. 12:05 is when the accident happened. Emergency officials arrived on scene shortly thereafter. And again, was able to walk away from that. Now, I didn't say that they didn't feel good afterwards, but they did walk away from that incident. Thank heavens.
Yeah.
And as Sandra said, count your blessings.
Amen. We don't know if he's coming back today. We don't know if he's coming back during the eclipse. Don't know if he's coming back in 40 days.
Who's that now?
The Lord Jesus Christ.
Somebody
himself.
asked us that?
No, just count your blessings.
Yeah.
But we need to be ready. Because when it's his time, when it's our time, he's going to bring us home. And it obviously wasn't their time.
No, it was not.
But we've got to be ready for when he does call us home. We will be ready to go home.
Yeah, we've got more coming up. Armed robbery, did you know about that this weekend?
No.
Well, we're going to tell you about it next, where it happened. Always 360, be looking around what's going on. We're going to tell you where it happened. Up and coming with Scotty Ray and Odie.
Bring on the amazing colors of spring. Al's Garden and Gift, voted the best garden and gift shop, specializes in beautiful bedding and vegetable plants, shrubs, fruit trees, hanging baskets, succulents, roses, and ferns. Freshen up flower beds with mulches, soils, sod, and pine straw. Also sprouting up unique gifts, candles, pottery, gourmet sauces, spices, and food items. Come try a cool and delicious treat by Ice Cream Factory 2. It's the perfect time to spend in the yard. Bloom with happiness. Visit Al's Garden and Gift today.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Downtown Meridian is thriving with a fresh look, and now it's getting a new neighbor. Toyota of Meridian is now open under new hometown leadership. We're bringing automotive knowledge and experience home with a focus on improved customer satisfaction and all new pricing. Toyota of Meridian is excited to serve the Queen City and exceed your expectations.
I'm Trinard Rush, and I want to invite you to Toyota Meridian, where hometown pride drives excellence.
Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn. And welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray and Odie there. I mentioned to you a moment ago armed robbery. Now, I also put in there in this article that we released that this was the second time in 4 days that this has happened, second time within a week. As we pull this up, Odie, let's take a look. This would happen Highway 11 and 80 in the 100 block there. A male subject called the police and said, look, I just got robbed by a white male. He was wearing a mask, and he had a female with him, and they ran off with my money. It happened there on Highway 11 and 80, right through there. Now, last Thursday, we also had someone robbed in the overnight hours of their money as well. It was 18th Street and 20th Avenue. Things like this do happen occasionally. As it gets warmer, let me remind you, we're going to see more of an increase of this. This stuff usually kind of calms down during the colder months. The warmer it gets, they think, hey, I'm out. I need some money.
It's called situational awareness.
Yes.
To always know what's going on around you and have a plan of action of what to do. You train yourself to do that, and you will automatically start to do that every time you go somewhere.
And no matter what town you're in, let's keep this in mind, is that you go check into a hotel. You go out to your car, you open your trunk, you're getting your luggage out, somebody can come up behind you very easily and go, give me your money. And you don't know what they've got in their hand. It could be anything.
Somebody's walking towards you and you feel uncomfortable, turn around and go back inside. Don't stop at your car. Don't put yourself in danger. Make sure you've got a way out and stay vigilant out there. Man.
We also had reports of other gunfire this weekend. We were, to my knowledge, nothing was struck whatsoever during the weekend. There were some rounds that went off as we go to our next one here. This would be in the area of 32nd Avenue and 11th Street. Mary Hope sits here. It would be due north of Mary Hope is where that gunfire was heard. Again, no one hurt, no one injured. We want to just remind you of the areas of town that these things happen on. Now, this next story that we go to, I don't see why we don't make like national headlines of this, because we've got actual footage of what went on. Oof. If I were not looking at this, I would not believe it, Odie. I honestly would not ever in a million years. Do you know where I'm going here?
Not yet.
911 received a call of, I think there's a man hanging on the back of an 18-wheeler. 18-wheeler going down the highway. 18-wheelers hit bumps. There's only so long, I can only assume, that I do not know this, that this person jumped on at a truck stop before it got into Meridian. There is no way that they could have been on the back of this truck for a very long, extended period.
Well, I mean, now, a truck stops, 8 miles back?
Let's see, Lost Gap would be the quickest one, wouldn't it?
No, because he's coming in from Alabama.
Okay, you're right.
The TA... That mean he still stopped there.
Let's pull up a picture, and then we'll show you the video of what actually went on. We're not making this up.
And this isn't CGI either.
Y'all, let me zoom in on this. Do you see that? He's holding on to the handle on the back of the 18-wheeler and bumper.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody saw that. Now, let's look at the actual video from the hood of a car of watching this as the passenger videoed this. Let me back up here. Okay, let's pull this up.
You can't make this up.
No, you cannot make this up. Here we go. Y'all see this, don't you?
Well, I mean, so the wind's blocked.
Odie?
But
now, what would happen was it would get to the point somewhere right around Meridian Crossroads. That I did show that, didn't I? It was on the screen. I did hit the right button.
Yes.
Okay. he would get to the Meridian Crossroads area, and the truck would slow down with all the police cars after it, and he would jump off and commence to running. And he ran into a business and locked himself in the bathroom. What I do know was he was at least detained. I suspect he was arrested. I never got official word from the Meridian Police Department as to what a charge was.
Well, you're not going to.
No, I'm not. The cavalry came in, and somebody left in a car. That's what we can tell you. I don't have the gentleman's name, why he was doing it. I did overhear rumor in town that he wanted to go to Atlanta.
He was going the wrong way.
I can't imagine riding on the back of a truck to Atlanta.
Now these guys.
What happened if you had to go to the bathroom?
You better hold it till you get to a truck stop. And somebody, Bruce said, ex-waste management employee. You know, these guys ride on the back. But they ride on the back
They got
on
handles.
the street. They got handles, and they're not doing but 30 miles an hour at the most.
Yeah.
Probably not even that. And when they're on the road going back to the dump site, they all inside.
What would you guesstimate that speed of the truck at that point? 50 coming in Meridian there? Was that about 50?
Yeah.
Somewhere along. Do I need to show it again?
At least 50.
Let's pull it up and let's get a guess here from Odie here.
That slowed everybody down because nobody's passing.
That could be 55 or 60.
Okay, wait a minute.
That's the airport.
That's the airport. So
He is
going to Atlanta.
He's to Atlanta. So is it 50 or?
It's still 65 right there.
Hello.
Yeah, but that truck's not doing but 60 at the most.
But holding on to do you know how dangerous that was? I mean, seriously.
And not just for him, for everybody, because if he would have fallen off,
There'd been no way.
and it's not him getting hit by another car, it's that car would have swerved to not hit another human being.
It's a natural
and
reaction.
Crashed into 2 or 3 other cars, and it could have hurt a lot of people.
Well, here's the good news to this story. Here, let me pull this back up. He's got a toboggan on, and it's going to be okay. He's not going to catch a cold while doing this.
Well, that's true.
But the things that you see in Meridian, Mississippi, I am totally shocked by this. So, and there were questions. The best we could answer, and police did arrive, and he was taken away. We assume an arrest was made on it. We don't know the charge of what actually happened. We do know that he was escorted away from the building.
Charles says he was getting a better shot at the Eclipse for today.
Yeah, that really must have been what it was. Oh, that's what went on this weekend. So I thought you might want to know that. Coming up, we're going to go back and you want to talk about this? Let's do this now. As we were getting ready for the big event, there were so many people in Meridian. Meridian let their hair down. The best,
Sure
the best,
did.
33 plus. I don't know the exact number, but it was a lot of people in Meridian that came down for the big show.
Between 3,000 to 4,000 people.
Yeah. Somewhere in that neighborhood. This is the line as it started way back. I heard that line stretched and stretched. Some nice ladies there that was in front of us from Kemper County. They were sweet as they could be. We made a picture with them.
Yep.
The streets were filled. And I didn't know that it was prom until we started getting out of the cars.
I guess Meridian High's prom was Saturday night.
This was West Lauderdale. This was actually Officer Jennings, Lauderdale County Sheriff, her son getting ready for prom. They were taking pictures, and I stumbled upon that.
Look at there.
And she said, "How'd you get here so fast?" I said, "Well, I just found out y'all were taking pictures."
How'd you get here so quick? Look at Chief.
Yeah, there he is. He's up there. He just stood around and took pictures with everybody.
Yeah, he had a good time.
Yeah, he was Mr. Pitcher. Some more nice ladies that we bumped. Here we are. We
even bumped into each other, didn't we?
We did. You got some new shoes, Odie.
Well, they feel like they were new because they was held hostage in my truck for 9 months and I couldn't wear them.
I forgot. That was your... Oh, look at here. It's just so many people that were out and about at Sipp and Savor that took their pictures and came down. There's old Anthony.
Look at there. I tell you, what a group.
It was. I thoroughly had I ran into so many of the Debs that were out working. And we can't say thank you enough to NAS Meridian. Here's a view from upstairs looking down and look at this. And now this courtyard would get filled as the darkness came of just people and more people. Yeah. This is the area that I missed. I never got out of the street area. Odie, it was people everywhere.
They were everywhere.
Here's a pretty picture. Just looking down.
Empty. Yeah.
And that was before everybody, because they were still in line coming in. But we can't say thank you enough for everybody that showed up. Oh, look, it's our person that comes in on Fridays.
Look at there.
Julia.
Julia, she was trying to get me in trouble.
She's studying. Oh, look, she's reading from her phone. I don't know what she's talking about.
She's trying to get some of this day in history for Friday.
Yeah. Oh, here's a pretty picture. Look at it. They're just not the belle of the ball. Absolutely there. It seemed like there was another picture. No, that's not. Oh, Anthony and his wife. The list goes on and on of folks that came out for this. We appreciate each and every one. Here's some more folks that I bumped into. Thank y'all. I can't say thank you enough for the hospitality that I was shown.
Yeah.
I had a picture of you that I can't locate that I was going to share, but we'll do that next time. Car shows and a whole lot more. Plus, we're going back in history next with Scotty Ray and Odie. It is Monday. Y'all put a smile on. We'll be right back as we get your day started.
Summertime has arrived, and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk. As the seasons change, so do your clothes, and Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Haybo shirts, long and short sleeve, also Hulk shirts. And America's favorite brand, Carhartt. Whether you need work pants or slacks for church. And nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need. From box to lacrosse, they have the boot for you. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing, or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954.
We're back.
Couldn't get my hand up. I'm not sure if this still exists, but at one point, she started her own clinic because she kept visiting it so many times.
Yeah, might as well stick her name on it.
Yep, she did. 1918, she was born. And y'all tell me if this still exists. Betty Ford was born.
Yeah, they still have the Betty Ford Clinic.
They do? Mm-hmm. The Betty Ford Clinic for any actor who may need to go get dried out. It was famous people that went to that, wasn't it?
Majority, yeah.
That dog was thinking, I'd have made it to the White House.
Whoop, whoop. Got it going on. They all have dogs, just about.
Yeah, some bite others.
Yeah.
1960, this guy would become a superstar.
Wow.
He is written down in the history books of I'm a Famous Redneck. John Snyder, Bo Duke, was born on this day. Not only was he Bo Duke, he was also the great singer. Country Girls, and the list goes on of songs that John had. Had he stayed in the business, no telling where he would have went.
Yeah.
He's touching back on it now, but man, back in the heyday, he was it.
Hangs out with Confederate Railroad.
Yeah.
Man.
1963, it would be the end of an era. This TV show would come to a conclusion today. I really liked old Chuck. He was a great actor. Anybody remember?
Yeah.
The Rifleman. Had good morals to every show there. Mark was on there, and I don't know that kid done anything else. I think he signed autographs from that one show for the rest of his life.
And didn't have to worry about nothing else.
Yeah.
So there was a question that came up.
Okay.
That was on here of at the beginning of the show, how many gunshots were it? And for some reason, I said I thought there was 5. At the deal this weekend, somebody came up and said, the day after that y'all had that show and that question came up, the rifleman came on, and he counted, and he said it was 5 gunshots.
See,
Rifle shots.
I thought somebody said it was lots.
Yeah,
more
like
than
13 or something like that.
Yeah, but it's now I'm gonna have to go back and watch.
Yeah, because I don't think they can stick 13 in there.
He was fast with that gun. Had that big lever action.
Yeah.
You ever try that?
No, I hadn't.
Sorry.
I don't want to drop my gun.
No, you don't. I had to double check. I thought somebody had made a Scotty Ray mistake there, but this is the actual way that you spell Adams, believe it or not.
Excuse me, that one there, yeah.
1966, the Adams family came to an end today. Believe that or not. Morticia, wasn't she a beauty dressed in black?
Yep.
It was. Big show. It was funny. Wednesday was the daughter's name, if I remember right.
It was.
The remake to that, did you watch that?
Yeah.
Kind of funny there.
They've had some movies.
Yeah, where they were trying to take Uncle Fester out.
But his new wife or something.
Yeah, he was
trying to kill him.
Yeah, for the money.
Wanted his money. Yeah.
Yeah. They had to straighten it all out. 1979. Thank heavens we wouldn't have to watch Meathead every night after this. It ended as All in the Family ended, and it would be all because Edith was tired. She was ready to call it quits, and so they took her character out, and it came to an end. There's only so much Sally Struthers that you can handle.
And then she started selling food to
The Hungry
in
other states and cried.
Yeah.
It was bad. Awful. 1978, one of our own, Mississippi Charlie Pride had a #1 with Someone Loves You Honey. Who remembers that? Great guy, again, from the Mississippi Delta area. Charlie Pride, one of the best there ever was to pick up a microphone. Really liked him. Hard to believe he's already passed away. There's a few of you that remember her from the pop area, and then she thought, well, they're making money. She got ahead of everybody else in the 90s and jumped on over into country music. She had a #1 today, I Just Fall in Love Again. Anne Murray. You'll remember her from singing A Little Good News Today.
Yeah, she had a few of them.
Could I Have This Dance for the Rest of My Life?
Oh, yeah, that's the
Wasn't that tied in with Urban Cowboy? Am I not right? Could I Have This Dance for the Rest of My Life?
I better not answer that because I don't know.
I think it had something to do with maybe. Let's see. They made a movie out. The song was so successful.
Knowing to hold 'em.
Yeah, on a warm summer's eve, on a train bound for nowhere.
Yeah.
Kenny Rogers and the Gambler premiered. It was, and they had 2 or 3 gamblers. That Bruce Boxleitner, the guy that played Scarecrow and Mrs. King, would be his sidekick throughout that.
Yeah. I think him and Biden used the same Botox surgeon.
May have. Pick your Botox guy.
That's right. Get one that you know can do it right.
Okay, let's see what else
tied
happened.
in with Urban Cowboy.
That's right. 1986. So I am right on it.
Yeah.
I thought it was. Been a long time. It was Cherokee Fiddle, that whole string of hits there. Charlie, if you remember, that was one of the first times I saw Charlie Daniels. He was in the band in Gillies playing. Like, wow, there's Charlie Daniels.
Check him out.
It was just one hit after a hit. And of
Did
course,
you bring him here?
Charlie, yes, sure did.
Yep.
It was 2001.
Dang, that long ago?
23 years ago. And I still tell you this, a gentleman among gentlemen of anybody that ever breathed a breath in this world, that man was everything that you ever saw. He was a gentleman among gentlemen. Can't say enough about him. My hero became a mayor today. The outlaw Josie Wells laid down his 6 guns to take up a pen and a microphone and become governor. He did so there in a little town called Carmel by the sea there. Had about 4,000 folks.
Yeah.
Mayor Eastwood. Kind of has a ring to it, though.
Mayor Clint Eastwood.
This would go #1 today. What's her name would re-record this year's. Alison Krauss would re-record it. Her version was good, but let's be honest about it, folks. It doesn't get any better than the original when you go back for I'm No Stranger to the Rain. Keith Whitley was the name. And if for some reason you've never heard of who I'm talking about, please go back. Do a little YouTubing today and find out what really that hoopla is all about. We would lose this guy not long after this. He would make an announcement to the world today that, well, I'm sick, as Toby Keith did.
Yeah.
This was in the 90s, about 1991. It's hard to imagine Little Joe becoming sick, or Paul, however you want to refer to him, as Michael Landon made the announcement that he had cancer. And he, again, would succumb to this at a later time.
That's tough.
I sure liked him as Little Joe. I liked that. Him. What did you call that horse? A Palomino? With the spot?
Palomino.
Yeah. Boy, look at me.
You got it going on. And you could even say the word.
I could. Almost like a pimento cheese sandwich.
I like a pimento cheese.
I saw you eating one of them not long ago.
You dang right. That was a thick one from Cater's.
It reminds me, I've just never been one of those. That's like, you go to those and they're a little bitty, they don't make them bigger than that, those little squares where you go into a party and that's all you can have as a sample.
Oh, yeah.
Finger food, that's what they call that.
You just had to get a bunch of them.
Yep. Hold on. Let me scrape some more.
We go back to not a Palomino. A Pinto.
Palomino. Well,
all right.
What's a Palomino?
They don't have spots. They've got
the
big spot and a tan.
Pinto. You're right.
Pinto's dotted.
Thank you, buddy. We appreciate that.
Thank y'all for keeping us straight.
I never started with the word letter P. Sometimes we're a little off. Ricky Van Shelton, 1991. Who remembers I'm a Simple Man? He's the man. He took it #1 on this day back in 91. Sure like me some Ricky Van. We would, do you remember the group Black Hawk every once in a while? Lead singer of that would pass away today. Van Stevenson back in 01. Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
They had a string of a few hits there. Annette Funicello. Did I say that correctly?
Yeah.
She passed away back in 2013 on this day. She was like the heartthrob of teenagers. Was that little guy Frankie Vallen?
Frankie Vallen, yeah.
He was really...
Man.
She was taller than he was.
But I'm trying to see a picture, but I don't have one.
It was
been a while back.
It was the beach thing. You know, they were real like the fun in the sun on the beach thing back in the 50s and 60s
with
there.
The surfboard.
Yeah, long time ago. Scotty Ray and Odie, let's put a smile on together. It is Monday morning. We'll be right back.
Call Trey Long with Long Cleaning Solutions. 601-934-9427. Step into the spotless world of Long Cleaning Solutions. Feel the power of our one-of-a-kind solution perfected by Trey Long. Don't delay. Get results today. Call Trey Long at Long Cleaning Solutions. 601-934-9427.
Health Now is your locally owned medical equipment store. Every person's need is a little different, and they offer a little bit of supplies. They even have walkers, bath products, and oxygen. And the great thing about Health Now is they offer same-day service. They're open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and on call 24/7. Health Now Medical Equipment, where we treat our patients like family.
If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, we'll travel.
Let's go to the bragging board. Every now and then you got to have a little bragging. As we go over to Snowden and Company Real Estate. Well, they do a lot. Let me show you here a picture that they've just got put up here. As you look at that turkey. Isn't that great?
Now, that's a turkey.
He's as tickled as he can be with that picture there.
And if you want a turkey like that, Snowden and Company can find you the land that you can go and buy and have your own private place to hunt.
You sure can. We got some right here down in Clark County that you could partake of if you want 55 acres. They got a lot there near the Chunky. Go do all that you want to do there. Homes, this just goes on and on and on of the places that you can go to let them help you out. Maybe it's a 2-bedroom, 4-bedroom, whatever the case is. And then you can even go to their listings here to their website and take a look at all of this. Odie, look at this. The different homes that are available.
It's homes, it's land, it's whatever you're looking for, and it's wherever you're wanting to move to. So if you have a dream home that you want in a particular area, Snowden and Company can help you find that area. And
you ever
find
thought about wanting to cut hair? Because they used to do that there. That's for sale.
They used to train.
Yeah, beauty school, wasn't it?
And look, that's on the corner. If you're looking for a business plot, that would be a good one. It's right there on the corner.
Oh, look at that. That's pretty too.
Man, that is beautiful.
Look at this gate you go by.
Yeah. I'd have to go to the house to get stuff to put in the garden there. I'd hate that one.
Come check it all out. Snowden & Company. If you need a home, again, they will handle all the paperwork and take care of that for you as that progresses. Go see them today. If you need land or a house, whatever the case is, they'll take care of you. See Amanda and her team. Very helpful. Now, there was a big car show Saturday amongst everything going on. We went over and saw Miss Becky earlier as she had her
spring extravaganza. Yep, and I knew you was going to find the Trans Am.
Yes, sir. So we thought we'd break, because Greg's crazy about these. He's not here with us today, but we thought we'd show what he likes.
Yeah.
That Trans Am, I think that was a 79 model there. That's a good-looking car. And let's just stroll through a few of these pictures here. Look at this.
Man, that's beautiful.
Mustangs, Corvettes. 57 was on. That's a beautiful car. 66, I believe. That was a truck to see. That was absolutely gorgeous.
Did you get any ideas off of it?
Well, I like this bed part where it raises up, because I've got to figure out on mine where to put the gas tank, taking it out from behind the seat, and I don't really want to. I don't want to cut a hole in the bed, so that may be the way to do that.
There you go. Have a hidden tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mustang convertible, and that blue 57, that thing is mint. I've seen it at a couple other car shows, but here's a look here. Look at that. Again, that was out of the Precast Group just south of town. Beautiful cars, great people. The hospitality was just over the top there of people and events and things to do there this weekend. I hope you had a chance to see that. Probably 100 cars or better.
That's a good turnout.
It was. Now, I did have a chance early that morning. I had to have a jacket. We went on down, it was brrr, as we went to Earth's Bounty underneath the bridge Saturday morning. The ladies were all set. Let me show you this dog who showed up. He's here somewhere. Wait a minute. There he is.
Oh, yeah, he'd have to have his own airline
He's as big as she is.
Yeah. But that's a dog.
We had big dogs, little dogs. Everybody was out touring Meridian this weekend.
It's almost like a Palomino.
Oh, yeah. I have a correction we need to go back to. I said a name wrong.
Yeah,
Avalon.
Avalon.
Frankie Avalon. What did I say, Odie?
Frankie Valli.
Yeah, that would be the other.
Yeah, he was the one that crashed in the airplane.
With Buddy Holly.
Yeah.
I don't know how I got that confused. There's a lot in my head some days.
That just happens.
Yeah. Now, as we get near the eclipse, I thought we would share this. Maybe you've had a chance to visit this as we were Friday, we were out and about.
Yeah, this is something this will explain what we're going to see today, and this is the best way to do it.
Yeah.
So you see the sun. Well, not yet. They don't.
Yeah. There you go.
They don't see it.
No, you can't see it yet. And then there you go.
No,
I'm not.
They don't see it.
Oh. You meant literally. Let's back up here.
Yeah. Let's.
Front row. Here's Odie, step by step.
So that's your 80% thereabout.
Yeah, here you go. And it will finally come across here, make its way as the sun gets out of the way.
And then we move on about our day. Y'all go find that on TikTok, Kim Smith Photography, our Facebook page. Go check that out. But that's our rendition of the eclipse that's going to take place today.
You can't find that everywhere else.
No, that's the only place I've ever seen that. Especially with about an 80% coverage of the sun.
Yes, sir, Bob.
Hey, we're going to keep y'all covered here. All local news of even the eclipse from our local perspective.
Yep, we put our own twist on it. Was it Friday? I think it was Friday. It could have been Saturday. It was Saturday, wasn't it? No, Friday. We had an engine blow out near Clarkdale.
Yeah, Clarkdale, 145.
Look at this. The engine blew, got a little bit of oil on the street there. They quickly got all that cleaned up. But I'd never thought about that, Odie, of an engine when it pops, how oil can go all over the street.
And it does. And it doesn't take but just a little bit of oil.
It was all cleaned up and everything taken care of there. We also had an incident Friday as we pull this up. I put their logo there. It was a car that hit a tree on Friday. And she was okay, but there on Mitcham Bottom Road, there was kind of scary there for a few moments of a car wreck. She's okay, but boy, it sure did scare everybody for a moment there. Now, let me say this before I show this, Odie, because you always have that fear of somebody that sent something in that you don't show everybody. Apparently, there were some weightlifting championships going on throughout the state, and we got a lot of winners. And we're going to skip through this and mention a few of these. And if we haven't got yours, please send it to us. We'd love to share it for everybody to see what your team done. All right, here we go. As we pull up, here's second place, Newton County Lady Cougars. Congratulations there. We go over to, let's see here, Union Public School, 2A state champions there. Powerlifting is what we're in. As we go here is Philadelphia Public Schools, second to our state champions, 165 weight class. Let's see what else we got. Southeast High School, girls powerlifting. Here is Southeast, and here is Neshoba Central. Now, I want to say at some point, now that's Northeast. Okay, I want to say at some point Meridian High School, we may have just gotten in from something from Meridian High School of overall. Like state record, 800 and something pounds. Serious stuff. I have to go back and see if we can find that.
Yeah, we need to post that because that is
it's a big deal.
That's a big deal.
It was. Now, also, as I was out and about over the weekend, Friday afternoon, a school bus involved with a car. And boy, that scares you, number one.
Yes, it does.
So off to the scene we went, and it wasn't near as bad as what we were thinking it was going to be. As we pull up, this red car was involved with a incident with a school bus. Meridian Fire Department was on scene. The police officers got there. As you can see, the school bus is right back here, Odie. And as we go through these pictures, you'll be able to see that. There's the damage to the car.
Yeah.
And then more police officers taking care of business there. And there's the school bus that was involved in this. No injuries to kids. Everything was okay on that. But until you know, till you get there, you just don't know.
Exactly. And that's precious cargo right there.
Absolutely. Oh, I got in a couple of more folks. Let's go here. We don't want to leave anybody out here.
That's right.
As we go to Neshoba Central Junior, Miss Marley Washington, state runner-up, 181 weight class there. Congratulations. Man. And I may have another one here. Oh, look, the Knights elite baseball team out of Collinsville.
Yeah, they had a sweep. Won both games there.
Yeah, so congratulations. That takes dedication to do that every weekend. You can't beat that. And Southeast, I don't think we've had this picture either. Quentin Hill, second place. Anthony Nugent, I believe, third place. Congratulations to each and every one of y'all for being winners on that as we look at this. Now, we also send condolences out of a situation that happened in Jackson, Mississippi this weekend. Domestic. We've lost a firefighter. He didn't show up. The police come to see what happened. They would find him deceased in the home and a woman barricaded in the home. It took nearly an hour, Odie, before, and she was taken into custody without any problems there. But it looks like he may have lost his life in a domestic dispute of some sort. Firefighter, Jackson, Mississippi. There hasn't been an official statement yet. His name was Bates, Gerald Bates. Firefighter, Jackson, Mississippi. Y'all keep that in your thoughts and your prayers. That's a toughie there.
It really is.
So as we get more updates on that, we'll pass that along.
Bob asked, do school buses have seatbelts now? No, they don't.
There's a lot of talk on that subject.
Yeah. I mean, that is still, yes, people have gotten hurt in the past, kids have gotten hurt in the past, but overall, if you think about the amount of trips a school bus takes with the amount of people that are on those every single day during the week, it's one of the safest modes of travel you can get. That's why I still fight. It is the safest place for a child to be during a major storm is at the school, not sending them home where mom and daddy's at work and kids are at home by themselves. Keep them at school. Now, with that being said, has anybody ever gotten hurt at school from a storm? Yes. But overall, it is the safest place for them to be because there's adults there. There's people there to take care of one another. But I digress. Go back. No, there's no seatbelts on the school bus yet.
He had to build a clock, but he told you.
Yeah, I had to build the clock.
We'll be right back. Scotty Ray and Odie. The selection is always changing at Massey Supermart Auto Sales with low mileage cars and trucks. How about a 2022 Jeep Wrangler, Ridgeline Sport with only 40,000 miles, a GMC Denali, or a 2024 Silverado 2500? Drop in today and find the car that you're looking for. They're packed with low mileage cars and trucks.
The low profit dealer, Massey Supermart.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
Well, we go to Flowood for our next big story there. What do you call that? Is the word voyeur, how you say it, voyeurism?
Voyeurism?
Yep, we've had an arrest over at the Target.
Well, maybe he's just trying to find some clothes.
Well, he was trying to find some that weren't his.
Oh!
They were trying to see what they look like. He was peering, you know the little dressing rooms that you go into?
Yeah.
He was peering over the top, looking down at someone. I was thinking at first when the story broke that it was involved cameras, but oh no, this was in person peering over the top.
So he wanted to see what they looked like when somebody else had them on.
Right, yes. Yeah. See if he wanted to go try it on.
Yeah.
It's simpler that way. He's been arrested. What do you say to all that?
Yeah.
And I really don't know the word for it.
Like somebody wouldn't see you. Look up, your big head's poked over the top.
How you gonna?
Hello there.
It just doesn't make sense.
Oh, creep is a nice word there, Bob.
I posted a thing Friday afternoon of something going on at the University of Southern Mississippi.
Yeah.
And it looked like there could be a gunman of some sort, but it was someone who was threatening their own life. Police arrived, and he was taken into custody there without injury at USM Friday. That I got a lot of people sending me messages. Something's happening. What can you tell me about it? So that's what was going on there. Let's see. We had 11 people injured in a bus incident in the state of Mississippi. They were from South Carolina. Incident on a bridge. They were taken in to be all checked out there. Let's see here. We always these stories of people that escape. You never know what's going on in somebody else's world. How long ago was that story that broke loose of the quiet little neighborhood where the woman broke out of the basement and she'd been held captive for weeks down there?
Oh, yeah.
He picked her up at our airport and no one knew it. Yet again, a moment escaped her attacker in public and ran screaming for help, and she was freed. Thank heavens there. She'd been held, what do you call it? For 2 months. She'd been held captive for 2 months, and she escaped. It's just so awful. Been there since January is how that happened.
Man.
Well, that's some of the stuff that's been going on nationwide as we look at that. What is going on now? All that's Israel. Where are we with the back and forth at Washington? I keep hearing they want to cut off funding if they don't do a ceasefire. Netanyahu says we'll talk ceasefire when everybody is released.
That's right, and I see his point.
I do too.
This is a whole nother deal that we'll talk later into our other show coming out soon.
Yeah.
Why are we at war? Why is the United States
even involved
with this? Y'all got to remember, I think the United States is absolutely, hands down, 100% the greatest country in the world.
Nobody's left like us.
Nobody. But we're the youngest country in the world. These people been acting like that for 4,000 years.
We ain't changing them, are we?
We're not changing them. These are our views. Y'all know the old saying, stay in your own lane? Well, why aren't we staying in our own lane?
I have to agree with that.
Now, if y'all want to come over here and mess with us, and we'll go over there and take care of you.
That's right.
I feel that 100%. But that's their business. It's not ours. That's how they live. We don't.
Yeah,
Leave us out
Afghanistan,
of
those
it.
countries, they do what they do. Did you hear about the fundraiser that went on? I forget, was it 20-something million that Biden collected in a meal they done a few weeks ago? 25 million or something like that?
Wow.
Donald threw him a big one this weekend. $50.5 million was raised at a Florida fundraiser, double the amount that Biden netted. That's a lot of money.
I was figuring to say I'd like to go, but the minimum ticket was $250,000.
We couldn't even stand at the window and look in at that price.
At the internet.
There's a lot of money raised in political. Imagine seriously, y'all, what you could do to benefit the United States if what money is dumped into politics. Imagine what we could do with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's time we give away a coffee mug to the oldest person. No.
We got some others involved.
That's
here.
right. I've said that for years. You know how hard it is to break that habit?
It's got to be tough because we
put everybody's birthday anniversary that's called into Odie's phone here, and we pull out a winner each day.
And we've got Molly Ballard is 12 years old today. Larry and Liz Parks, 47 years together. Mike Ferderer, 57 years old. Tony Chancellor, the big 6'2" today.
You're kidding.
Doris Creekmore, you ready for this one?
Tell me.
97 years young.
Oh.
Man. And Johnny and Kim Bates, they've been together, they've been married, but they won't tell nobody how long.
Oh, that's a secret.
It's a secret. So here we go. We're going to hit go and dun, 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 dun. Look at there. Molly Ballard is today's lucky winner, number one there.
Look there.
Molly Ballard, 12 years old. We start them young drinking coffee here. Got to have some coffee to keep up with us.
That's the way it works. Congratulations. You can drop by Hyundai at Meridian there on Highway 39 and pick up your mug. Certainly appreciate that. Odie, as always, is very important to us. We leave with a good thought for the day. And, well, the way we do that is with a Bible verse. What you got for us today?
Today we're going to go to 1 Chronicles 29, verse 11. Yours, Lord, is the greatness and the power and the glory and the majesty and the splendor, for everything in heaven and earth is yours. Yours, Lord, is the kingdom. And he's opened up that kingdom. And we can live in that kingdom forever, everlasting life with the Lord Jesus Christ if we accept him into our heart and ask him to forgive us of our sins. And it's easy to do. You don't even have to close your eyes. You can do it driving down the road. Just say, Lord, forgive me. I have sinned. Come into my heart and change me. And you'll too have a chance to have that everlasting life with our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Hope you have a wonderful day. Remember, take care of your eyes. Don't do anything crazy. We'll be back in about 23 hours. Until then, remember, we love you.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.